All right, let's get some Anjanath eggs. Nice. Uh-oh, I think I woke him up. All right, made it. All right, it looks like we've got a quite heavy, good smelling egg. Let's find out what stats it has. All right, here we go. Here we go. Hello, you fine looking individuals. I'm gonna show you how to break the demo and how to hatch an early Anjanath. And we're gonna start right now. If this is your first time here, you wanna know more about Monster Hunter Stories 2, Monster Hunter Rise, amongst other video games, Anjanath Farm, that like and subscribe button. Let's get into it. First off, I wanna mention that I did not discover this. This was discovered by someone on GameFaqs, Catnip Jelly. And then Crimson has a continuation strategy that we'll also be implementing. So the first thing I'd recommend doing is going to the prayer pot and offer a finding charm, which makes it easier to find eggs containing monsters with rare genes. So the goal is not to only get an Anjanath egg, but a shiny, hopefully a rainbow shiny egg. If you want to be near the end of the demo with the Sealed Den quest available. And then you want to travel to North Kamuna Forest, which is located right here on the map. Once in the forest, you want to travel to this corridor near the nesting area. Make sure you have paintballs ready to use. And if you're low on paintballs, go to combine, down to paintball, and you need 1 sap plant and 1 paint berry to make a paintball. Sap plants are hard to find, so if you see these flowers, make sure you pick it up. Darn it. Make sure you encounter the Puke Puke right before the nesting area. And as it's low in health, make sure you use a paintball. It lasts for 3 turns. That was turn 1, here's 2. So does it run away? Okay, it's running away, great. And after the Puke Puke retreats, this Puke Puke Den will appear. Go ahead and enter it, grab an egg, and then head out. After exiting the Puke Puke Den, make sure you head over to the nest area. Navidu states looks like there are no monsters in the nest. Go ahead and head over to the nest, face the exit, and now we wait for a Yan Cuckoo to show up. This can take up to 3 to 10 minutes. And then the Cuckoo shows up. It looks like a Cuckoo, because that's what the model is, but you're actually going to be fighting an Anjanath. And there it is. Make sure to keep in mind that you have to paintball this thing. The first stage of the Anjanath, you want to use technical attacks, because it's going to be attacking you with speed. And make sure you use a bow. When it enters this in rage mode, it's going to be using power attacks, so you want to make sure you use speed attacks to counteract it. And aim for that nose to get a knockdown. I know that Anjanath's health's revealed because I fought it before, but when it behaves like this, it has low health. And because it's low health, don't forget your paintball. It lasts 3 turns. This is 1 turn. This is 2 turns. I would paintball again, just in case. Does it run away? And it doesn't always run away. So we're gonna have to try that again. So you can try this again by going back to the Puke Puke and countering it. Make sure you use a paintball. Okay, it's running away, great. Then you go back to this Puke Puke Den and repeat the process. The Puke Puke Den. Sap plant, sweet. Grab an egg, exit the area, enter the nesting area, face the entrance of the nesting area, and wait 3 to 10 minutes. Okay, here he is. Yan Cuckoo Motto, who is actually Anjanath. Here we go. Ooh, this is new. Nice. Right, is it going to retreat? Nice. So then you have an Anjanath then. So once you're here, just try for an egg. We get a white shiny one. No shine on that one. Shiny egg. This should be the last one. No. Aww. White shiny. And if you want, you can fight this thing again. At least I can back attack this thing. But I'd prefer to spend my time getting more eggs. And then there's another Puke Puke. And you can repeat the process as long as you have... Oh, goodness. And you can repeat the process over and over, as long as you have paintballs to be able to have the Anjanath run away. Let's check out these eggs. Nice late 80s, early 90s look. Let's check out this one. If you notice, the bonus stats for attaching were all +2. That's different. Bombardier and Fire Boost. Cool. Let's see what this one is. Bombardier and Fire Boost. I know you're probably thinking, sweet, now I get this Anjanath, I'm totally gonna wreck things. It's actually not that simple. What you can do with this Anjanath is ride it. It's not very fast. It has the roar ability, which makes monsters flee. Anytime now. Yeah, run away into the wall. Just run away. Like how a toddler hides. Check it. Nope. And its level 11 stats are pretty broken. So I'm at an attack of 134 when everyone else is like 89, 123, 103. Also, its max hit points are 143. But there are some people who seem to be worried by having Anjanath in your party, and I kind of can see their argument. For example, the rarity of the other monsters are rarity 2. And that makes sense, because at the beginning of the game, you shouldn't be able to have really rare monsters. Anjanath's rarity is 4. Anjanath, it doesn't really enter into battle well. You notice there's just a black void, and right here, Anjanath's being targeted. Look what happens. Anjanath got attacked there, but the bull jump didn't receive any damage. Watch this. We'll have this little head-to-head thing. No damage at all. That also worries me. Notice how he won that interaction and no damage happened. So Anjanath enters in a black void, can receive but cannot deal damage at all. And this is the third thing that worries me. Look what happens when I try to ride Anjanath. That's not weird. And we're gonna use the kinship skill Anja Assault, or try. Glad that kinship skill happened. And this is a nice way to level up your Anjanaths, just doing this quest over and over again. And there's one more thing that bothers me about having Anjanath in your party. If you go into your menu, and then go to Field Guides, and then Monsterpedia, you can see all of the identification numbers of all the monsties. If you notice, we have some missing numbers, like 1, 5, 6, 9. Where'd all the numbers go? And as you can see, you can't see Anjanath on the first page, and there are 24 monsties on the first page. The first area only allows you to have 6 monsties, and there's 24 on this page. Well, where's Anjanath? Well, here's a spoiler warning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've been warned if you don't want to be spoiled. Here's Anjanath. What area is he from? Loloska. Where is Loloska? Let's press the X button and find out. They don't know. To me, that worries me the most about having this in your save data. Could it be corrupted? I don't know. But the Loloska has me the most worried that it might be. Anjanath is the 33rd monstie listed here, so Loloska looks like it's near the middle of the game. I would say have some caution. There may be a chance that your save file could get corrupted, but honestly we don't know yet. We won't know until the game comes out, and I'll let you know what I find out. If the files don't get corrupted, here's my advice. Keep all your Anjanath in the stable and do not have them in your party. In Monster Hunter Stories 1, there's a pathway right after an ice area that leads to a huge city. The pathway is called Perennial Pass, and it's lined with cherry blossom trees. There are Rathians in the area and eventually pink Rathians in the area. If my memory serves me right, I was able to get either a Rathian or a pink Rathian. I entered one of the rare Monstie dens, they were there guarding their nest. I ran away from the fight and I took an egg and left. I was able to take that egg, I was able to hatch it, but there's one thing that the game wouldn't let me do. The game wouldn't let me equip it in the party because the Monstie's rarity was too high for my kinship stone at the time. So after a few more boss battles, I could finally put that Rathian in my party. That's what I think will happen with all these Anjanaths in our stables. And that's if the file doesn't get corrupted, but who knows? We won't know until the release day. But there's one thing about this exploit that I'd highly advise any player to do. At the end of the demo, you fight Anjanath anyways. So that means you can farm the materials to get the equipment. Well, not quite. Right now, my Kululu armor is maxed out with 38 defense, but the Anjanath armor is level 1, and the base level defense is 60. And comes with 2 skills. We got Vicious M and Fire Boost Small. It's really nice. And to make this, you need 6 points and then so forth and so forth. But what you can't access yet are these mid-grade bugs. We just don't know what they are. And same goes for the greatsword, the sword and shield, and the bow. We have access to the Anjanath material, but we don't have access to the mid-grade ore. We don't know what they are, or have access to them yet. So because you can fight an Anjanath and be rewarded with materials at the very end of the demo, when it comes to farming Anjanath materials, make sure you get all this loot. You get that loot. If you're really looking to farm Anjanath eggs, you want to have the best eggs possible. And I have a video right here if you want to get the best genes for those eggs. So what are you planning on doing? Getting a bunch of Anjanath eggs or farming a lot of Anjanath materials? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching another Poogie Boogie video. Stay healthy, stay strong. Catch you next time.